Live steam railroading is essentially just like the full-size engines, but at a smaller scale. We happen to be at 7.5-inch gauge or 1/8 inch scale. So if you take anything on one of these steam engines, multiply it by 8, that's the full size. We are the Lakeshore Live Steamers, located in Kirtland, Ohio, within Lake Metro Park's Penitentiary Glen. And we have about 15,000 feet of track here within Penitentiary Glen. It's about a 15-minute, 12-minute ride through the woods, and it's from 1 to 3 when we do run.
Start a party at 2 or 3?
Shut the line off at 3, and then whoever's in line by 3 gets a ride.
Okay, no standing up, no turning around, hands at the end of the car at all times. All aboard!
The group was founded by a gentleman by the name of Clyde Blyle back in 1969. He had a flower shop in Mentor, Ohio. And I remember when I was a little boy, we were driving out to go get our car fixed, driving by this flower shop and seeing these tracks going around. I'm like 6 years old, and I'm like, oh, you know, I was levitating. Well, Mr. Blyle had a relationship with the park, and they agreed to allow us to have this, use this land. It's about 14 acres. We don't technically pay money to use this. Our payment is like what we're doing today. We give these rides. It's about on average twice a month. I've just been very, very fortunate to be a part of this group. You know, it's cliche to say, yeah, we're like family, but many of us, it is like family.
One thing for me that's different than most folks, I'd say most people that came here came for a love of trains. For me, I grew up right across the street. My brother Brent would come here because he's just a big train fan. So at like 12 years old, I came up here, okay, Brent, where are you going? It wasn't so much the trains for him, but it was the mechanics of it. It was watching like the mechanics outside of the engine itself working, hanging out with some of the older guys, just learning about how all this stuff works. So what we're doing right now is we're firing up a steam engine, and right now we're connected to a shop air line to help create an artificial draft to allow draft through the boiler. And when we hit about 40 pounds of pressure, we're going to switch over to steam power. But right now I'm going to add some more coal to the firebox and stoke the fire a little bit.
First time I took one of the train rides, you know, it was like I was hooked, and we had to figure out how to make one, you know. And so then that was the kind of the process. So my dad and I've been doing it since then. But the first one I started with was that one right back there. That one, I built that from scratch when I was 15, something like that, you know, so like 40 years ago, you know, like that kind of thing. And it's still running. And the one that's running around the loop in there, that one was one of the members, and it got handed down, and we're still running it, you know, now. And it's probably from the 1960s. It was before the club was started.
I love going around the track and making sure that I keep my gauges right, and I got the water valve, and I got everything in check. It's a lot of work running a steam engine, but I enjoy that. It's not just, you know, just sitting on it and just going for a joyride. I met my husband here, so Mitchell and I, we met here at the trains. We've been married 20 years. I'm very fortunate because my family's here, my aunt and my uncle, my cousin, and a lot of these people are like family, like uncles and aunts, and so we kind of take care of each other. It actually just really works out well.
It is the greatest hobby known to man.
I have two favorites. One of them is the NS train because, well, it's just a local line, and genuinely I just like it because of that. My second favorite is the Berkshire that Frank is running. The fact that it's actually a real-life engine and all that, that's actually being preserved, and that I had a few relatives that worked on nickel plate.
We're lucky. We've recently had some new members join, and they're younger people, and that's wonderful because this is our way of paying it forward, you know. And if we don't, it'll go away, and I would hate to see that happen.
It was good. It was peaceful. It was great.
The joy you see it bring to people touches the heart.
Yeah, my favorite memories are of the smiles that we put on the face of our riders. I'll be honest, it's so much fun where you take somebody around and like, is that a real steam engine? And they want to look at it and they want to come back later and learn more about it. That's what really gets me going.